talk a little bit more about Synth Riders? How did that come to be and how has it evolved over the years?
It was a prototype. We had already launched a game which started in mobile VR, and then we ported it over to Steam and Rift back 2016. I think it got a grand total of like 200 copies sold. It was very much for the sake of completing a game. But then Synth Riders, we didn't think about it as something big. We actually, the name itself, right? It was, Abraham was obsessed with synthwave. So, I was starting to get sick of it, to be honest. It was played pretty often at the office. And it was his true passion. And so I think his vision, or rather his goal with it was to put every single thing that he loved, from the cyberpunk aesthetics to the synthwave music and style and the visuals from it, his love for Tron and the 80s, and really just went all in. And you got to remember, he's a creative director, so he came at it from the art, right? And so when we first launched Synth Riders, it was early. The prototype, the mechanics were simple. And then what happened is people saw enough potential that people from within Discord and Twitch started really giving us feedback. I think what we did right is we responded to the feedback. Literally, like we would jump in on a Twitch stream and we're like pushing code by the end of it, right? Like that kind of thing. And so I think that got people inspired and got them to build the game with us. There were in 2018, we pushed at least 11 big updates on Steam to make the game better. And I think that was the kind of rapid development that got us there. The game evolved naturally. We did not, our UI system did not support multiple levels of difficulty per song. It was like every song had a random difficulty. But then as the community encouraged us, we started going like, oh, this is great, but now we gotta how do we broaden it? And even at one point we're like, do we change the name? Like, do we try to build something else? And it was like, no, this is it. We're going with how it started, and then layering it on top and eventually diversifying from synthwave and all of that.
You guys work with some pretty big artists now on there.
Oh yeah. Now it's definitely. I mean, and we also at the beginning it was like even the small synthwave artists, right? We didn't even have the big ones. And then it was like, okay, now we can we've done 3 volumes of synthwave at this point, and we really try to catch them all, if you will.